Hi, everybody. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present today. The title of this presentation is Co-Presence in Remote VR Co-Design using Remote Virtual Collaborative Tool Arkio in Campus Design. I am Shubha, and this paper had been collaborated with me and Johan. We all know that traditional participatory urban design has been criticized for its time-consuming methods, which most often ends without any concrete solutions. It happens due to its nature of hidden ideas in assumptions, that is for the lack of associated informations of the artifacts. And also in the process, most of the participants act as individual actors. There exists a kind of social hierarchy, and there also a lack of sense of being in the place. That is also the reasons due to the lack of associated informations of the artifacts. Opposing to that, in 2020, in Dara Lab in Wellington, in Victoria, we did an in-situ experiment with the local community in a mixed communicative media where only one participant in immersive world who can only provide input in the virtual environment. In the diagram, the designer A, who being immersed in the virtual environment and can just put in the in the context. Others were in non-immersive environment, designers B in the conversation, who can just provide verbal feedback on the input of the designer A. The experiment went well for an in-situ community design conversations, but due to lack of co-presence of all of the participants in the virtual world, misses the opportunity to make the non-immersive designers as active designers through design actions. So to ensure the sense of co-presence in co-urban design, we need to understand first what is co-presence. Basically, the aspects of co-presence in virtual environment depends on the sense of being, then psychological connections of the minds, presence of sensory properties, having mutual awareness of the individual, sense of feelings of other activities in the environment, affiliations with the virtual artifacts in the virtual environment, and follow-up events, either design actions or verbal conversations. This research shows that how the sense of co-presence was there in designing together an urban space in remote virtual environment, where the generations of artifacts instant with the design actions and with presence of verbal conversation. This research methodology starts with developing the low mesh 3D model of the part of the city of the investigation and uploading them in the Arkio. The remote collaborators invite the other participants in the virtual environment. The design task is given to redesign the landscape of the campus area, which is located in Invercargill in New Zealand. The participants can comment on other participants' actions and take active efforts in the virtual environment by repositioning the placed artifacts or adding any new artifacts. The engagement sessions are recorded and backended data has been saved to report the types of design conversations in the virtual environment. An experiment setup has been developed to leverage designers to participate together in a virtual urban design. Designers A sees the virtual environment immersed through a head-mounted display, and as a third first-person point of view, he interacts with the 3D artifacts via a controlling device to generate, delete, and alter the design. Designers B and C see the 3D artifacts through 15-inch display screens. Yeah, they could also use the headset, but unfortunately, that time we didn't have uh, three headsets. Yeah. So here, all of the designers provide input as active designers and create virtual contents. They together act as a design unit. They interact with the artifacts by instructing others through verbal chat and executing their design ideas by themselves. The figure shows a diagram of a design unit. The diagram is triadic as they are closely related entities and depend on each other's actions. Designers generate design actions and seek verbal feedback from other co-designers. They together discuss and locate representational 3D artifacts like trees, humans, sittings, vehicles, building forms in the virtual environment. The communication process let the designers design together as a team rather than acting as individual actors. The Arkio platform allows the avatars to create contents in the virtual environment together as a team instead of just experiencing the virtual artifacts. All of the participants can remotely contribute at the same time by creating objects in the same model. This is the interface of the Arkio. It's the immersive interface, and you can see the avatars there. Yeah. So this is just one video of that event.
If I can hear you. Go.
So here are the three participants in three different remote locations. Two of them using the desktops and one in immersive. So this is the campus 3D model.
Connect something. Connect G-block with this building here that I don't remember it.
The one across the road from it?
Would be it for road or something like that, yes?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna do some like audience, even if I got money or do one, but just yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
I think it works in the sense of where it's placed, and like that's the natural, I guess, pathway across the road. Obviously,
Yeah, but thank you.
if it, like as for blocking up the shape, like the kind of space that it would take up, I think it does a good job of that. And it's probably quite a good size based off, I guess, the human figure that I'm standing at right now.
Yeah. I got something. Oh, that's good. And so we don't have that much space to do something like that, but
You can draw in that environment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
So yeah.
Oh, looks quite good from on top of it.
They're just trying to connect to both sides of the
Get a
roads.
good view down the street.
Just like the other.
They are the campus students, so yeah. They're just figuring out how to design their own environment. So, yes. At some stage, the conversations went to the level of negotiations. Such conversations indicates the quality of the engagement. They consulted between them before producing any content in the virtual place. You have seen that. They sought fellow co-designers' choices and in cases also instructed each others to place any specific 3D artifact. The quality of the perceptual environment allowed the designers to perceive the scale relevant to their design environment. There were quite a lot of affirmative and exclamatory word exchanges between the designers like yeah, oh. The affirmative conversations indicates that designers are experiencing the same design contents in the virtual environment, and the exclamatory words indicate the conversation's natural flow. So, how the remote co-presence achieved in these co-urban design situations? It's achieved by sense of feelings of other activities. What you have seen, like they could really locate each other positions and locations with the interactions of the artifacts. Psychological connections of the minds you have seen, like that's why they are sharing verbal conversations between them. Flow of events of either design actions, each other design actions and verbal conversations, so they can follow up what kind of input every designers are putting in the environment. Affiliations with the virtual artifacts, that's as they are really related to the context because they are from the same space, same neighborhood. Having mutual awareness of the individuals, so yeah, as they are the same representing the same community. And finally, the sense of being is there. Yep. Thank you.